Hey, what's up, guys? It's Friday of testing week. It is going to be an overhead squat and pull-up day. It's a fun workout, a little more on the technical side on the overhead squat. We had absolute strength on the sumo dead, just kind of get after it. Long, high rep contraction piece and filthy 50 yesterday, and now it is, kind of back to some simple, effective movements. A little more, again, on the technical side, we were rebuilding up to the full snatch. Get better, so we worked on pulling off the ground, increasing that strength, and now receiving position for overhead squats. You get both of those two together, and that magic thing in the middle where the bar ends up where it's supposed to be, right? And you have a pretty good snatch. So for the start, it's been a long week. Let's start them off with dynamic mobility for 5 minutes to start. That's going to be just up and down the floor, based really on what you see for your members when you're talking to them before class. What is sore? What is, yesterday was full body. Wednesday was posterior chain. On the deadlifts, and Tuesday we had all the pushing. Maybe still a little sore from that. What do they need help work out on? So 5 minutes of that. You could go a little longer if you really need it. People are super beat up, but chances are if they're on the recovery, they're doing okay. So 5 minutes of that into 2 sets for quality. That's PVC pass through 10 times, into a wall squat for 10 times, and then into a snatch grip SOTS press. That's behind the neck SOTS press, just with a PVC pipe. You could do a barbell too, but that's pretty tough for 10 times. I'll add it up there, PVC. SOTS press for 10 reps, 2 sets of that. Takes about 5 minutes to go through, and you can give people coaching feedback here, especially for the newer people on the warm-up getting there. Now we're going to go into specific prep, getting some movement stuff ready for part B, and then also making sure we're set for overhead squatting for part A. It's 5 strict pull-ups or 5 ring rows into 5 kip swings on the bar. That's just the kipping motion there, into 5 PVC overhead squats for practice. Anyone who obviously can't do that yet probably is going to be a good candidate for front squats. For part B, I would just have them do a dumbbell front squats fine, but everyone else probably has been there for a minute, can do some overhead squats. They'll need more instruction at the next part, going through skill instruction for part A. That's overhead squat, receiving from a rack. So that's bar in the back rack, snatch grip. If it's not super heavy, snatch grip push press is great, into a push jerk if they can, or split jerk. The trick on this, we want them to be in squatting stance already. It's obviously split jerk, that doesn't work. They have to move their feet back in. But otherwise, if they're here, what we don't want them to do, and their feet are here, they move, and now they're spending all this time under tension getting set. So get their feet set while it's here in squatting stance, and now pop it up, and they're ready just to rock. And again, for fitness, it is 5 rep max at 301x1. I want them to hold the bottom. I want them to earn their position. Right, that's 3, 4, 5, 6 seconds per rep. That's 30 seconds of time under tension per set. And performance is a 1 rep max overhead squat. And sport, it's close grip. That doesn't mean hands together. It just means they're going to be about their jerk receiving position or so, probably between jerk and snatch grip in there. And what that's going to do is challenge their thoracic part of their spine a little more. So when they go into receiving, they're not going to have any breaking there. It's definitely a more advanced move, but it has a big payoff when we go back to the wide grip. It feels really good for them. So 15 minutes to build up to a heavy single there, or a heavy 5 rep at tempo for fitness function. Now we're going over skill prep for part B. We've already overhead squatted. That means we just got to get ready for some pull-ups. This workout, 21, 15, 9 overhead squat pull-ups. It is like Fran, but it's not. Overhead squats can't quite pack the power and output that a thruster can. Right? So some people actually have a faster time than Fran and actually walk off a little easier. So that's okay. So that's why I said it's aerobic power, not really lactic power. It's kind of in this weird nether region of stuff. You're just trying to push the envelope fast on this workout. Goal time for people is in the 3 to 6 minute range. It's 21, 15, 9 overhead squat from the ground into pull-ups. Yes, you can squat snatch into the first one. Absolutely. That's always cool to do. It's cool, right? Girls love it. And then for fitness, we're increasing the reps 30, 20, 10. So because the energy system capacity won't be quite as much. It'll be more of a local muscle endurance issue at 30 reps, and they'll feel the burn, and they'll get a better metabolic adaptation that way. And that's kettlebell front squat, jumping pull-ups, performance, Fran weight all the way, and sport 115, 75, and chest to bars. They should get through that pretty fast, and then we have time for a cool down at the end of an awesome testing week. And thanks for being awesome. All right, guys. And then we start our new training block next Monday. All right, thanks.